How do we decide if something is good or bad? To help us start thinking about this problem, let's consider a simple act like buying a new car. When I buy a new car, I have to pay for my car loan, worry about people damaging my precious new car, and deal with taking it into the shop for oil changes and repairs and everything else. But I also get the freedom to go where I want. I don't have to worry about the bus being late, and I can spend more time with my family, not waiting for slow buses. How do I know if the benefits outweigh the harms? Well, I need to know what my values are. What do I prioritize in my life? Maybe I prioritize money. Money lets me eat, experience fun vacations, buy the things I want, and take care of my family. If that's the case, then my expensive new car has lots of harms. I have to pay for repairs, I have to pay for gas, I have to pay for the loan. It might have some benefits, but it seems like the harms are worse. However, I could prioritize happiness. Money doesn't buy happiness. Time with my family makes me happy. Being free to go where I want, when I want, makes me happy. Making sure I am not late for work reduces my stress and makes me happy. So in this case, the benefits seem to outweigh the harms. Depending on what I value, I can come out with opposite conclusions about whether or not my new car is a good thing or a bad thing. The same thing is true for cybersecurity. Depending on what side you are on, you will want to tell your judge what values they should use to assess different arguments. This value is called a framework for the debate. Some examples of frameworks could be global peace, United States strength and supremacy, individual liberty, or justice, though this list is not exhaustive. In the debate, you have two jobs. First, you need to convince your judge that your framework is the most important. Second, you need to show your judge that your side's arguments create benefits for your framework and your opponent's arguments, well, they don't create benefits. For example, if I am debating on the con, I might say that individual liberty is the most important value. I would tell my judge that if we are not free, if we don't have our rights, then nothing else matters because violating our rights takes away the whole point of living. Then, once my judge agrees with me that liberty should be the framework for the debate, I will show that offensive cyber operations gives so much power to the government that they could abuse our liberties by stealing our information, controlling our lives, and taking away our privacy. Even if my opponent proves that OCO protects us from other countries, it doesn't matter because winning wars isn't more important than protecting our rights at home. Instead of spending a bunch of time trying to argue that OCO won't protect us, I will spend my energy showing that it doesn't matter whether OCO can protect us. It means my opponents basically wasted their whole speech because they're talking about something that doesn't matter. You can do the same thing on the pro side, but I'll leave it to your team to decide what kind of framework you'd use for your speech and your arguments.